Calgary is one of Canada's most famous cities, thanks to its annual stampede and its importance to the oil industry. It was also host to the 1988 Winter Olympics, which didn't hurt either. Home to more than 1 million people, Calgary has a lot to offer as a place to live. There are plenty of perks about moving to Calgary. After all, it's been named the world's 5th most livable city by The Economist for 7 years in a row, earning top marks for stability, healthcare, and education. Here are some of the many reasons why Calgary is such a great place to live. 1. Calgary is the world's cleanest city. In 2007, Forbes magazine ranked Calgary as the world's cleanest city. Since then, Calgary has also topped the 2014 Mercer Global Financial list for the same honor. The city boasts clean sewage systems, good water drinkability and availability, and there's not much air pollution. What keeps Calgary so spick and span? For one, there are heavy fines for littering. Even dropping a cigarette butt onto the sidewalk can net you a $500 to $1,000 fine. There is also a bevy of recycling programs in place. The city also cleans a significant amount of the city's streets each spring, not just the major roads. Some 15,000 kilometers of streets get swept. 2. Low sales tax. One of the nice things about living in Calgary is that there's no provincial sales tax. If you move to Calgary, you'll only have to pay the 5% federal goods and services tax. In comparison, if you live in Ontario, Quebec, or the Atlantic provinces, you're paying about a combined 15% provincial and federal sales tax. This means that you spend less on items such as groceries, clothes, and entertainment. There was, however, some talk in 2016 about adding a provincial sales tax, but that appears to have died down. No new sales tax will be put in place before 2019. If you're looking to save money shopping, therefore, then Calgary is currently a good bet. 3. Spend less time in bad weather. Calgary has an extensive covered skywalk system for pedestrians called the Plus 15 Skywalk, named for the fact that it's mostly 15 feet above the ground. It is the world's biggest collection of footbridges connected to buildings, totaling some 16 kilometers in length. With the Plus 15, you can walk to various downtown buildings and stores without having to go outside. Because it is heated, you can walk around in it during the winter in shorts and a t-shirt. The city is said to be currently looking at reviewing the Plus 15 though. It does create a problem in that it prohibits foot traffic at street level on downtown streets. This prevents things such as nightlife to really take root and flourish. That's not to say that there aren't any restaurants and clubs or things to do in Calgary though. Some just feel that there might not be just as many as there could be. In the end, if you don't want to set foot outside in the winter or during a downpour, Calgary is the place for you. 4. Public transit is fairly reliable, environmentally friendly, and affordable. Calgary's public transit system is said to be reasonably good. There's a network of trains and buses designed to get people downtown in the mornings and back again in the evenings. Keeping with the city's focus on cleanliness, Calgary's light railway, called Sea Trains, is powered by electricity from wind farms. It is the first wind-powered public transit system in North America. Thanks to this initiative, carbon dioxide emissions were reduced by more than 56,000 tons in 2012. Outside of the downtown core, there are park and rides for the buses and trains. The nice thing about them is they have free plug-ins for block heaters in your car, which helps make your car easy to start after it's been sitting outside in the cold Calgary winter. Also, public transit is pretty affordable. The average fare for a trip was $1.63 in 2015. Plus, in downtown Calgary, the Sea Train is free. If you rely on public transit, Calgary seems to be a good city to get around in. 5. Doctors are now easier to find than ever. It used to be, during the boom years, there weren't enough family doctors for Calgary's expanding population. That has changed. Calgary now has 141 physicians per 100,000 people. The national average is 115. In August 2016, 373 of Calgary's 1,400 family doctors were accepting new patients. That was up more than 60% from the previous year. 6. Lots of stuff to do for outdoors lovers. Being in the foothills of the Rocky Mountains, Calgary is a boon to anyone who loves the outdoors. No matter what activities you love doing, Calgary offers it. For starters, the city is home to Canada Olympic Park, which is used by both professional athletes and the general public. In the winter, you can slide down a hill there on an inner tube. Thanks to the park, you can also ski and snowboard right in the city, and take part in public skating and bobsledding. Summertime brings activities such as mountain biking and ziplining. Calgary is also home to 8,000 hectares, nearly 20,000 acres, of parkland. If you're a runner or a cyclist, the city offers 800 kilometers of pathways for you. It's the most extensive network of urban pathways and bikeways in North America. There are a few other outdoorsy destinations close by. Banff is about an hour away by car, and offers some of the best downhill skiing in the world. Jasper, at about a 5 hours drive, also has excellent skiing, and both locations are home to national parks that are wonderful places to camp and hike. They additionally offer great opportunities for sightseeing at their ice fields and glaciers. As you can see, if you enjoy keeping fit and active, Calgary has plenty of things on tap. 7. Calgary is fairly close to other destinations. Calgary is within striking distance of other places to see. Edmonton is only a 3-hour drive away going north. There are great shopping and a water park at the West Edmonton Mall, for starters. There are plenty of museums and galleries to take in the city, too. The US border is a 3-hour drive away from Calgary in the opposite direction. On the other side, you can visit Glacier National Park, which is a United Nations World Heritage Site. It's home to more than 1,000 different species of plants, and hundreds of different kinds of animals. A little longer of a drive at more than 10 hours is Vancouver. It'll take you a day, but, once there, you can visit the ocean or take part in the city's culture. While some people may feel Calgary is a bit of an island because, unlike Toronto, there aren't any major cities right beside it, it's not nearly as isolated as you might think. There are places you can check out if you don't mind putting a bit of gas in the tank. Calgary can be a great city to live for those looking for an active, outdoorsy, clean city to call home will love it. While Calgary doesn't have the same kind of nightlife that you can find in Montreal or Toronto, it's a great city with Western charm and spirit. It may become the place you love.